Welcome to the Grizzled Geek in Review for 3/15/19. My name is Doug.
I'm Kirsten.
And Mike is at the Gamma Trade Show, so this is going to be kind of a short news. We just got four main stories, get through real quick, and then hopefully when Mike comes back, we will have some news on the gaming industry.
Yes.
So our first story is Captain Marvel, of course. Despite the haters, they brought in Captain Marvel brought in all the money.
Nice.
It's made $524 million as of Tuesday,
Wow.
so, the 15th, making $153 million domestically in its opening weekend, making it the sixth largest opening of all time.
That's awesome.
And it had $455 million worldwide. So this has put it on track to make $1 billion, and has put the MCU over $18 billion in its 21 movies.
That's crazy.
So, yeah, Captain Marvel is a hit. I know there's a lot of people. There is vastly differing opinions on it. I mean, I think the people who were inclined to dislike it, you just stuck with their guns and like, I don't like it, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But I think the majority of the reviews are pretty good. So far, and obviously people are going to see it.
Yeah.
So and we get to see her in the next story, and it looks pretty good.
Speaking of it, so Avengers Endgame got a new trailer, and it shows the new costumes as well as Thor interacting with Captain Marvel, which looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
And unlike most trailers these days, they did a really good job of not showing too much or giving too much away.
Yeah.
So there is one big reveal. We won't go into it in order to avoid spoilers.
But yeah, obviously most people have probably watched the trailer at this point, but if you don't want spoilers for the movie, maybe avoid this trailer, because it does give one key thing away that you're just like, oh, wow, you're going to tell me that already? Okay.
Right.
So, well, I mean, it was one of those you figured it had to happen at some point. But they've been very good about showing all kinds of varied scenes with not a lot of context, making you kind of guess, where does this fit in the course of the movie, Some channels have done a pretty good job of taking Black Widow's hair and using that as a benchmark for this is where this is in the movie based on what her hairstyle is, which is interesting. If you're curious about that, there's a lot out there, but I prefer not to deal too deeply into it. Just let it come.
Yeah.
I'm super excited. This, I mean, not that they needed to market this movie at all, but this is a great way to wrap up the trailer game for it.
Yes, I agree.
We also got word, I guess it was actually late last week, that we've got opening dates for Galaxy's Edge at Disneyland and Disney World, and they're earlier than everybody expected. Disneyland's will be opening May 31st, while Disney World's will be opening August 29th. And these are going to be phased introductions. The first one, this phase one, which is these dates, will have the Land in General as well as Smuggler's Run opening. That's the Millennium Falcon ride, but will not have the Rise of the Resistance ride. So there's an indeterminate date for when that will open up to finish off the rest of the line, the land. The interesting thing is they're treating the openings different in Disneyland versus Disney World. In Disneyland, at least for the first month that the land is open, you have to get a reservation to go into the land.
Really?
Well, one, the capacity is, they're expecting huge crowds.
Sure.
It's going to be hard to keep, hit capacity. It's going to hit capacity pretty easily, most likely. So it doesn't cost anything extra to make a reservation. You just have to make a reservation to get in. They haven't given any details about what that reservation entails.
Sure.
How long do you get to stay in? How are they going to manage that? Any of that. If you stay at one of the on-site Disneyland hotel, the Disneyland Hotel, the Grand Californian, or the Paradise Pier Hotel, you will automatically get a reservation.
Sure.
But everybody else will have to sign up for one, subject to availability.
Right.
Now, a lot of people are saying right now there is still availability at all the hotels during this time period. So it's not like you're super booked out.
Right.
It doesn't look
I
like.
would imagine, but maybe it's too early in the bookings.
Yeah, I mean, and it is only a week old, this announcement, so we'll see what happens in the coming weeks. But For those of you who just can't wait, they are available starting at these dates. Unfortunately, I'm going to be here. I'm going to be at Disneyland just a month before this,
no.
I won't get to. So I won't get this.
It was early, but not early enough.
Yeah, which is fine. I don't really want to do a half experience. I want to wait until it's all open.
Yeah, that's how I kind of feel as well. And I wonder if that's kind of the general opinion why we don't see so many people booked in.
Yeah, and it's an interesting dynamic because Disneyland is more a locals park. Like 80% of their visitors are people who live in California or Arizona or Oregon or people like that. And they have a ton of annual pass holders and stuff like that, which is probably why they're doing the reservations. And they figure people just, if you've got an annual pass already, you'll go at this point. Then when it opens the second part, you'll go then too. Whereas at Disney World, that's not likely to happen because that's I don't want to say once in a lifetime park, but for a lot of people, it is once in a lifetime. Yeah. But anyways, there you go. Galaxy's Edge, super exciting. I can't wait to go experience it.
Back to Marvel. So Marvel's What If animated series is coming to Disney Plus. For those who aren't familiar with the What If comics, they presented alternative stories to the twist on the Marvel canon. Such as what if Loki wielded Mjolnir instead of Thor, which is likely one of the stories that's going to be in the animated series.
So this is really interesting. They're gonna do. What If's been a staple of the comic books for a long time. They've got everything like what if Wolverine killed the Hulk, or what if I'm trying to think what some of the other ones were, like what if Wolverine were a vampire, what if all kinds of general like these stories that are just weird and would never happen in regular continuity. But are an interesting way to explore the different characters. Like, what if Spider-Man joined the Fantastic Four? So it'll be interesting. It's going to be animated, so that's not. That leaves them a lot of room to work with. You don't have to worry about actors. They'll get voice actors for these. Likely not the ones from the MCU. This is totally divorced from the MCU. Have no bearing on the MCU whatsoever.
They'll still be fine.
You can presume Tom Hiddleston's not probably going to be Loki's voice in the animated series.
I can imagine there offers opportunities for
maybe.
If they want to jump in for an episode, I'm sure no one's going to be disappointed.
Nobody would be able to.
The voice was different.
Yeah.
Tom Hiddleston doesn't sound anything like the voice actor.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's it for this news cycle. We're not going to go into the small stories that Mike would dig into, dig deep for.
You mean the nuggets?
No.
The nuggets?
No, I don't mean that at all. So anyways, thanks for tuning in, guys. Next week, Mike will be back. We'll dig into some gaming news, I'm sure. But if you would, please like and subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Share this with some friends. Check out our second channel, our gaming channel, link down below, as well as all of the ways you can support us, like our Teespring store, Amazon affiliate link, and Patreon. Those will all be linked down below. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye.